You like to stick to your strengths when you're getting going and trying to find an early boundary in your innings. So we'll watch for that one. But if Peter gets his length right, it's going to be tough.
Bethel slashes. It's nicely fielded by Nathan Ellis. Trouble! Out! What a disaster for the Melbourne Renegades. Jake Fraser-McGurk run out. And that is the last thing Jake needs in this difficult time with the bat.
Yeah, there was almost a mix-up the previous ball when Caleb Jewell fumbled it at cover. This time, Nathan Ellis has to dive away to his left. Bethel takes off, but Fraser-McGurk hesitates. Matty Wade makes a meal of it, but it goes back onto the stumps. It doesn't matter how they come. I think the umpires have given it out anyway. No need to go upstairs for that. His struggle for runs continues. It's 3 for 23.
Three down inside the opening 5 overs. That was diabolical and really a calamitous moment for a Renegade side that needs to win and for a batsman who desperately is seeking runs at the moment. So Tim Seifert comes out. So the two internationals need to dig the Renegades out of a huge hole. He had a good start to the competition when he arrived. 55 off 42 against the Sixers, 37 not out off 19 against the Hurricanes in that very short match in Geelong, 28 off 14 in the next match against the Scorchers. His next best knock after that was Ron Sheepley in the next 4 innings, made 26 off 26 in the last match against the Stars.
Well, there you go. Matty Wade fumbling it onto the stumps. That's all that needed to happen. The ball just had to hit the stumps and the bail to fall off, and that's what happened. And poor old Jake Fraser-McGurk, no luck there. That's a brutal dismissal and leaves the Renegades teetering again at 3 for 24 under all sorts of pressure in front of a Purple Haze army that are up and about, as you can only imagine, when your team's 5 on the bounce.
Jake Fraser-McGurk must feel like he cannot take the trick at the moment. Just crying out for a slice of luck to help turn his fortunes around. And welcome to our viewers through South Australia. If you're joining us, the Hobart Hurricanes have made a superb start here. Jake Fraser-McGurk run out moments ago in what was a disastrous mix-up with Jacob Bethel. And Riley Meredith picking up 2 early wickets for the Hurricanes in the power play. The bad news for the Hurricanes, Billy Stanlake's injured his shoulder while taking a catch. He'll take no further part. So Paddy Dooley's on the field. They're already without Chris Jordan tonight due to back spasms. Jake Doran playing his first game since BBL 9. Good shots. Classy batting from Bethel. A timely boundary. Yes. No Kane Richardson for the Renegades either with a hamstring injury. So we're going to see Callum Stowe get his opportunity on debut. Left arm wrist spinner from Geelong, and then for the Hurricanes as well, Ben McDermott out with a hamstring and Caleb Jewell in.
That's a classy shot from Jacob Bethel. He's using the pace. It's only the second boundary into the 6th over. It's not what you expect here at Ninja Stadium.
That will fly away as well. Oh, the hard bit was done by Dooley, but he couldn't complete it.
Yeah, nice follow-up from Owen, but dug out by Bethel. Bit fortunate, just flies wide of Matthew Wade and the outstretched left arm, but 4 much-needed runs. That takes them past 30. And unfortunately for the Renegades, if we look at their power plays to start off the batting innings. First 4 games, they were over 30. Last 4 games under leading into this contest, so they just haven't been able to get into the contest with the bat at any stage.
Pulled away nicely, just for a single. So Mitch Owen, who's been doing wonderful things with the bat for the Hurricanes at the top of the order, he has not bowled this season. Has taken 3 wickets previously in the BBL when he was cast as more of a middle order batsman and a part-time bowler. Very much the opener now. And Tim David also hasn't bowled an over this season. Given selection, Finchy, and now the Stanlake injury, they're going to be called upon to bowl a number of overs.
Yeah, they will be. And this is a time when the Melbourne Renegades, I know that they're 3 down early, but they can still attack. Here's the mix up the ball before as well. Just indecision. Both players ball watching. And it was lucky that there was an extra fumble. Here's the following ball. Both end up at the same end. Simple run out. Just poor communication.
So the best over of the innings, the first in double figures, 10 from it, 3 for 34. Tough going for the Melbourne Renegades, who were sent in at Ninja Stadium tonight. So here is Tim David, who bowled the first over of a match against the Renegades at Marvel last season, dismissed Sean Marsh, wicket maiden, and didn't get chucked the pill again.
First time ever that's happened, I think. A wicket maiden and then only bowling the 1 over.
It's actually the last time he bowled in the BBL.
Crazy stat, that.
Maybe he was the one who put the cue in the rack and said, that's enough for me. I got Sean Marsh.
Great versatility in this lineup for the Hurricanes. As we mentioned earlier, just a wealth of wicketkeeper batsmen in the squad, but plenty of players within the lineup that can offer the captain an option with the ball as well. So it's normally heart and mouth when you take one less bowler into a contest.
Very wide on the crease there, David.
But they are one lineup that have the ability to cover it. And let's not forget Matthew Wade, as you mentioned earlier, Finchy. He'll be keen to get a bowl if he gets an opportunity or he sees the need. He'll be straight over to Nathan Ellis in the ear.
And this is good from David. Into the wicket, allowing the dryness of the surface to do all the work for him. Slightly inconsistent. Some are just holding, some are skidding through.
That's good, Timmy. Good moving, Tim.
And T20 cricket's about trying to maximise advantages that you have. I know the Renegades are 3 down early, but if you get the look of somebody, particularly a part-timer that you like, you have to be prepared to put the bit between the teeth and still really attack. Doesn't always have to be aerial. Doesn't have to be high risk. But you have to try and maximise small advantages that you get in this game. That's where you can really swing the momentum.
They're coming back? No. And probably wisely, given the circumstances. 3 for 38. there's nothing better than a trip back to beautiful Hobart. The Hurricanes are in good form. Renegades need to find a way of posting a good total to keep their season going.
Down. Nice, Timmy.
Win tonight and they're fourth, but the margin's so slim for them that if they lose, then like the Perth Scorchers, they'll be watching on when the finals are played this year. Let's go back down to Tim David, who's playing a key role with the ball for the Hurricanes tonight. Good start from you, Tim. Happy with that?
Yeah, no boundaries that over. It's a good start. Every time you guys come to me, I seem to be getting it, so...
Well, you're down at long off at the moment. Let's see what happens here.
Tim, do you remember your last trip to the bowling crease, mate? Do you remember it fondly, or do you cringe a bit to it? Do you remember?
Definitely hasn't been this season,
Okay.
at least for the Hurricanes. But no, I work hard on my bowling, so you know, need me tonight just with a bit. It's pretty chaotic out here actually, where there's wickets and guys going down injured. So nice to get a go and get the skip to toss me the ball.
Well, our understanding is the last time you made a trip to the bowling crease, you got Sean Marsh out first ball of the innings and then didn't bowl again with a wicket made to your name.
Gee, so I'm trending in the wrong way after that over I've just bowled. Do I get a ball next to my name on the team sheet, or is it that's not there?
It's just confirmed. No, they haven't gone with bat or ball, but the graphics department, I'm sure we can have a word to them and see if you can have a ball added, especially now you're probably going to have to bowl four tonight, aren't you, Tim?
Four might be a stretch. I reckon we've got Pete Nikhil hasn't bowled yet, but yeah, chip in where I need to.
And Timmy, what do you make of conditions so far? What are you seeing from long on?
Yeah, it's actually, the pitch is definitely dry, like it's quite grippy, but it's greasy out here in the outfield. It's a little bit slippery, and it, you know, maybe I was nervous, but it felt really hard to grip the ball that over that I was bowled. So that's good for us because it usually skids on a bit better under lights so later on as the game goes, but it just seems a little bit too paced.
Well, let's see if you go back to the bowling crease at the end of this over. Thanks, Tim. Reverse sweep attempted here by Ben.
England. This should be on. First.
Well, a great catch earlier brought the end of Josh Brown and also Billy Stanlake diving into the turf. Went downstairs to get some work on the shoulder after some excessive celebrations from his teammates. He had a crack. He's down in the dugout now. I think we're getting confirmation he's done for the evening. He's taken the GPS little gizmo out of the shirt, fellas. So, unfortunately, what we expected to happen is happening, and Billy Stanlake's done for the evening. He's barely moved that right wing.
Yeah, what a shame for him. Thanks, Theo. He did come back and attempt to bowl a couple of deliveries, but his gather basically pulled out on both occasions, and then that was that. So here is Chowdhury.
Seventh bowler used already in just the ninth over. So the ability for Nathan Ellis to be able to mix and match his attack. just going in with the 4 frontline bowlers, and now Stanlake down.
Yours out here.
Going quickly, Ellis, the shot at the stumps, misses. Backed up by Wakeham.
He's got an economy rate of 7 for this season so far, 3 wickets. So he's a bowler that has the ability to do a job, and he'll appreciate this surface, I think.
And he rushes through his overs as well. So he puts the batter under pressure.
Bethel's enjoyed match up against spin this season. His strike rate against spin is 162.2, at least it was coming into the match. Only 69.5 against pace.
Interesting stats, those, and he's finding it difficult against the spin tonight. As we mentioned, just a dry surface. A fair bit of grass clippings across the surface as well. So that suggests that the curator was perhaps worried that there wasn't quite enough grass on the surface naturally. 3 for 47.
Of the Australian back. But for